How's it going, everybody? It's been a while since I made a video. Just been playing around with these Joule thieves for a bit. Played around with it before, but I really liked them, so played around with it a bit more. Okay, I'm running this one off 1.5 volts, which is pretty typical. I'm pretty sure you can run it off anything. You just have to play around with resistances and things like that. But what I've actually started playing around with, I'm not sure if anybody's done this yet or if they've actually noticed that you can, but I've actually put my LEDs across the two windings. So I've got a set of 4 LEDs across this one winding, and I've got another set of 4 LEDs across this winding. And obviously the LEDs have to be flipped around because the windings are actually flipped around as well. So basically, to the resistor and then positive to the collector, and I'm not putting it between the emitter and the collector, my LEDs here. And you can run as many LEDs, those little LEDs, as you want. I've run heaps of them, 50 on one side, 50 on another side. The brightness just changes. But what's fascinating is the fact that running it this way doesn't actually add to the amp draw. If I just run these 4, I get exactly the same amount of amp draw if these weren't there. Or if I run these 4, I get the exact same amount of amp draw as if these weren't there. Or if I run both of them, then it's just the same. Adding 4 more on the one side of the winding on either side doesn't actually add to the amp draw. I'll show you this here. I've got my little Joule thief there. You can see I've got the 4 LEDs of one side of the winding that I've hooked up, and 4 more LEDs that I've hooked up to the other side of the winding. And you can see, I'll just flip this on. So I've got 1.5 volts, and it's running about 90 to 100 milliamps. I'm looking for brightness, not efficiency, so around 100 milliamps is quite fine for me. So you can see all 4 are turned on. So I'll just disconnect one set of 4, and the other thing is that the brightness doesn't change. They're both exactly the same amount of brightness, but you can see the draw is exactly the same. So if I reconnect these and then disconnect these 4, you can see the amp draw is again the same. Nothing changes. So in my view, and with my experimentations that I've been doing, short that out, you can actually add another set of LEDs to the other side. Now I've tried it between the emitter and collector. Now what happens between the emitter and the collector is that the brightness of these slightly goes up, the brightness of these goes down. So these aren't as bright as the ones here if I had them between the emitter and the collector. But if I have them between the collector and positive, like here, so basically across the winding, and these across the winding, their brightnesses are equal, and without the extra amp draw. That's what I really like about this, is the fact that there is no extra amp draw. So if I were to disconnect both of these, for instance, you can see the Joule thief is still running 1.5 volts and 90 milliamps, but obviously nothing's happening, it's not lighting anything. But I can add one set and the amp draw is the same, and then add the other set and the amp draw is the same, and the brightnesses stay the same. So yeah, just thought you guys might want to have a look at that, play around with it. I'm not sure if somebody else has done it. If they have, sorry. Just been playing around with it, just discovered it then, so yeah. Alright, I'll catch you guys later.